hello YouTube. This is a story of how I got dumped because I was a virgin. Let's get into the story. So this story started off when I was in, I want to say 11th grade, maybe 12th, senior high, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, so I was working at Subway. Yes, Subway, the food shop. It was the worst ever too because I was the only girl and literally I got treated like a slave. But we won't get into that. Well, actually we will. So Subway, I was working there. It was good vibes. I was the youngest and I was the only girl, so it was cool. I met cool people or whatever back in that time, and I made friendships and bonds with people that I probably shouldn't have. But anyway, so this new guy comes, and you know, new guy is cute. He's tatted up. I'm talking about tatted up everywhere. Nice and tall, dark skin. You know, he looked good. So you know me, I'm young and innocent, and you know, I was just continuing by my life, but I sure did have my eye on him. And we'll call him, dang, what we gonna call him? We'll call him Michael. So Michael comes and he's working at Subway. Mind you, I want to say I was 17 at the time and he was 19 turning 20. Yeah, I was 17. Maybe I was 16. Dang. And I'm 20 now, so this was actually a little while ago. Boy, time flies. Anyway, oh my god, I can get distracted for days. So Michael comes and he starts working at Subway. And he was really quiet, laid back, like he was everything. Like, he's just my type of guy, like quiet, laid back, dark. He was tatted. He looked good at the time, because now if I seen him I probably wouldn't care, you know. And you know, he just caught my eye. So I had my eye on him and I was just like, you know, young little old Mariah, so I wasn't gonna go chasing or go speaking to him first. But I'm not necessarily a shy person, even though I can be quite introverted into myself. I'm not shy. Well, some will argue that I am, but whatever. I don't think I'm shy. I just choose not to talk to people. So we worked together and stuff, and I think I started speaking to him. Like, I just asked him about his life or something, or asked him his name and his age. And he was like, yeah, I'm Michael, and I'm 19 turning 20 or whatever. How old are you? And I don't know if I told him the truth about my age at that time, but I didn't. Maybe I did, I don't know. So I told him some age. I wasn't sure if I was honest or not, and that was that. So little did I know, he was friends with one of my other co-workers. So he was friends with one of my other friends. We just call it that. They were both guys. We'll call the other dude, dang. We'll just call him Dude, okay? Because I can't think of no replacement name. So Dude and Mike, whatever, were cool before this job, and I didn't know this. So I used to get rides from Dude. Okay, yo, why did I choose the name Dude? Okay, whatever. So I used to get rides from Dude, and apparently him and Michael were friends. So one day, we were just all together. We would hang out. And, you know, it was good vibes, I guess. Back in that time, like I said, a whole different me. It was good vibes. They were both chill. But I used to get lifted, if you know what that means. But after a while, I guess he just started to dig me too, and we would hang out more. And it all started when we were like in the backseat of the car together, and I gave him a kiss, blah 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 blah. But the funny thing is, like, as we grew more and more serious or whatever and started to like each other more and hang out more, my mom, I think I told her about him, and she was like, oh, okay, like, what does he look like or whatever. I'm like, ooh, what do I tell her? Yeah, like, he's one of them guys that, like, as a 16 or 17 year old that I was at the time, I could never bring him home. When I say, I think he even had face tats. But yeah, he just wasn't the type of guy that you bring home to your mama. But me being young and dumb and rebellious, I brought him home. I brought that boy home. And I'm not sure if my mom saw him, but I'm pretty sure my stepdad did. And my mom must have saw him, actually, because she went off. She was like, I know you did not bring that home, but except in an African accent. Anyway, so back to the important part of the story. That's just the backstory. So yeah, I really liked him. Like, despite all the negative whatevers and him being hood AF and him being a drug dealer, I still liked him. You know, I saw the good in him, my young 17-year-old heart. I thought I could change him and whatever. We used to stay up on the phone all night venting to each other, and he would tell me all his hood life, trap life stories or whatever. And I didn't care. I wanted to be a part of that. I wanted to be the Bonnie to his Clyde. One day when we were talking on the phone or whatever, I asked him, like, okay, so how many people have you had sex with or whatever? Honestly, I think he gave me a double-digit number. It was in the teens, I believe. And I was like, but somehow I still didn't care. Mind you, I'm a whole virgin. Still am. And somehow I did not care about this boy's body count number at all. So he was like, what about you? And I was like, well, at least I was honest about this. I told him straight up, like, yeah, I'm a virgin. Like, you know, like, dudes have tried and tried to get in here, but it's just not happening. Like, nah, you know? And he was like, okay, well, I'll change that. Don't worry about that. You know, I'm laughing, giggling like, we'll see. Yeah, he thought that he'd be the one to be able to get that far, even though previous dudes in the future and dudes in the past, no, not previous dudes in the past and dudes in the future now, still haven't hit. But he thought he'd be the one to. Did I make him think he would be able to? Honestly, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Like, okay, I was 16 and I turned 17 because on my 17th birthday, he was there. Like I said, I was into different things there, so everybody was turning up or whatever. But you know, he would keep pressuring me like, oh, when you gonna let me, you know, let him, whatever. And I would be like, honestly, like, okay, we've only been together for what, like 2 months, and you trying to hit. And mind you, I just turned 17 years old. Like, I know other people be losing their virginity at like 14, 15, but like, you really think I'm about to just let you have it like that easy? So I used to tell him like, so I was telling him like, I just don't feel comfortable doing that yet. I don't feel comfortable with you. I don't feel like we have enough history or time for that. So just get it off your mind. That's what I would tell him. And he would be like, oh, alright, or whatever. And yeah, but he would, like, it was a topic of discussion and it happened a lot. And I still downplayed it. I ignored it as if, oh, you know, we'll still last, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what was wrong with me. So one day we were on the phone and he just kept talking about it still, like still talking about it. So me being me, I'm gonna stand up for myself. Like, bruh, like, do you not get it? Like, do you not get it? So I was on the phone with him and I was like, yeah, he was like, so, oh, when are you gonna let me do this? Like, we've known each other long enough. You know how dudes will say anything to get in your pants. And then I was on the phone with him and he was pressuring me about it. And I got so mad and I was like, you know what? So I walked over to the bathroom and I was on the phone with him and I was like, listen here, Michael. If you got a problem with me not giving it up, then me and you don't need to be together. So I was like, if that's all you want and it's going to be a problem if I don't give that to you, then just hang up this phone right now because it's over. Bruh, let me tell you, like, when I said that with the quickness, dude hung up. He hung up. Not dude, Mike. Mike hung up so quick. And I was so appalled. Like, I was hurt. And you know, as a female, what I did was I called back. I was like, did you really just hang up? He was like, well, you said, you know, if I can't handle it, then hang up. So I'm like, oh, okay. Block, delete. So then, mind you, we still work together, right? Oh, this is where it really gets stupid. So, ooh, my roommate is a little loud right now. So next day, I show up to work or whatever, and I'm not speaking to him. Why would I speak to the boy that just hung up when I just tried to pour out my heart and be honest, and he just literally just said beep on me? So I wasn't speaking to him. I pretty much just gave him the silent treatment, ignored him. Yeah, I was hurt, but literally that's my method of coping with things. I just, especially dudes, like, if you irritate me or piss me off, that's it. You're just swept under the rug. But then he confronted me and he was like, I don't understand why you acting like this. Like, honestly, I just don't understand. I'm like, what do you mean you don't understand? He was like, yeah, honestly, we just don't need to be together anyway because our relationship is just very boring. We don't do nothing. We don't have a good time or nothing. I'm like, okay, but it's just ironic that we're suddenly boring now that I told you that you're not gonna get this at all? And he was like, well, I just think that it's just boring and you're just young and blah blah blah. So I'm like, okay, cool, just, you know, don't even talk no more, just cool. He was like, yeah, but we can still be friends. Cool, bruh, cool. Like, you don't even need to talk no more. It's cool, fam. And he's like, still just talking or whatever, talking. I'm just done. I'm like, peep, pop, whatever. So yeah, that's how we broke up. And it's funny because, like, maybe, yeah, I blocked him. I blocked him with the quickness. And I quit. I think I quit to go to college. And I think I was back in town, like, for summer or something like that. And some random number, oh, y'all, some random number texts me. Mind you, this dude knows where I live. Michael knows where I live, whatever, because he's come over. So he texts me. Mind you, this is months later after we already ended everything. And he's like, beep, why you text my girl and say this and this and this, tell her I'm cheating on her or something like that. I'm like, okay, who is this? Before I could even type who is this, a whole bunch of messages pop up, and he's like, by the way, this is Michael, why you mad at all this stuff. I reply, I'm like, hey, like, LMAO. I'm like, LMAO, like, did you really think you were still relevant, like, after months? Like, what? I'm on to a whole nother dude by this time. Anyway, so then he's like, and you know what, I know where you live on everything, blah blah blah, like, I'm gonna come up in your house and do this or whatever. Me being me, I thought I was her too. I'm like, you know what, come up in my house, I dare you, I dare you. I went downstairs with the quickness. I told my mom, I'm like, Mom, my ex-dude is just going crazy right now, like, look what he said. And you know my mom, I love my mom, because she was like, you know what, tell him to come and the blood of Jesus covers our house. So I'm like, yeah, you know what, so she gave me the Twitter things. I'm like, yeah, come, like, you thought somebody was still worried about you, blah 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 blah. And he's like, whatever, man, like, just stop talking to my girl and telling her I'm cheating on her or whatever. I'm like, bruh, first of all, the day after I quit that job, I've never thought about that boy again. And then the audacity he had to threaten me about coming into my house and threaten me and my family, me and my mom. I had never seen him again. Like, after Subway days, I never saw that boy again. You really so, like, you think I'm talking to people? Like, what? Wait, what? I'm sorry for the ratchetness. I literally was just being myself this video. But that's the story of how I got dumped because I was a virgin.